What's going on, guys? Shane here with another Fight Tips quick tip. So the question today is, Shane, how can I heal my shin splints? Now, I actually had shin splints so bad back in December 2nd of 2009, I wrote a poem about it. Yeah, I write poetry. What are you going to do about it? No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I hate writing poetry. I thought that by doing two things that I hated would sort of cancel each other out. I don't know. Anyway, let me read this to you, and then I'll explain how I healed them. It's actually in the poem itself. Alright, so it says, keeping me from setting myself free, paralyzing me quite literally. For when I run, I release a ton of endorphins, and I'm not satisfied until I'm huffing, puffing, and moaning. I tried to push through the pain, but I couldn't make it up whatchamacallit lane. I can't stand that feeling below my knees. Just go away. Ah, man, please. This curse is known as shin splints. I think I got it from all of those sprints. Or maybe my shoes did me in. They're so beat up and wearing thin. Ice is the only remedy that brings me pleasure. I've taken an extra week off for good measure. This is getting ridiculous. I just want to run. Being a slave to this agony is no fun. So that's pretty... I seriously can't believe I wrote that, but it's hilarious. So yes, ice was the first thing. Ice and rest. It really comes down to that. I was running a lot when I was in college back in 2009. You know, I'd run like, I think the furthest I ran was 12 miles straight. And that's what really did me in. Plus I was also throwing kicks against the heavy bag, and that doesn't help either, right? That shin smashing against a hard heavy bag, plus all of the running and that pressure is gonna do you in. So make sure you take the time off and rest, because if you keep working, you keep kicking that heavy bag, or you keep running, the reason why shin splints happen is because you have a really big muscle in your calf on the back, and the muscles in the front of your shin are very small, but you're working them equally. And the calf muscle can keep up because there's so much muscle there, but the muscles in the front are very thin and they fatigue quicker. So you need to rest them. You need to make sure that they recover, and ice is going to help as well. All right, so ice and rest, and then just gradually bring it back. You can also do some stretches where you stretch your shin out, okay? Stretch the calf, but also stretch the front muscles as well. All right, guys, hopefully this answers your question and you got a little insight of my artistic side. Till next time, make sure you subscribe so you can get the fight tips before your opponent does, and follow me on Twitter @FightTips and ask me a question so I can answer in a video like this. Until then, I'm Shane with Fight Tips. Self-defense for the underdogs.